They say he smoked weed.
Elon Musk's $1 trillion payday will pass decisively, despite opposition from proxy firms. So Cathie Wood, she's from ARK, what is it called? It's
ARK.
ARK, right?
ARK Investments?
Yeah, ARK Investments. This is her talking about why Elon's $1 trillion package will pass swiftly. Go ahead, Rob.
When we saw this pay package, we had a similar reaction to the very first time that Elon proposed a pay package. Our expectations were high, and everybody thought we were crazy out there when we put our expectations out there. And in the last package, he accomplished those expectations 2 years.
Okay, so at Cathie Woods, I'll jump in here. Cathie Woods runs ARK Investment. I've invested in that. It's more like a ETF type of mutual fund, where she's betting and leveraging millions, hundreds of millions on Elon's stock actually being successful. Tesla. They're heavy into Tesla. ARK, and I wonder if there's some relationship between Cathie Woods and Elon. Not in like no sexual stuff, but she's so bullish on him. I'm wondering what she knows that she doesn't say a lot, because ARK holds a lot of Tesla, SpaceX, like Tesla stock is heavy in. So when you buy ARK, you're buying Tesla stock, but she's been bullish on him even going back 2018, before Tesla split into split twice or three times. When Tesla was at 3K, she was talking like a share, Tesla, up to the run up. And it seems like when she gets involved, the run up happens. When she starts speaking, people trust what she's saying. So we'll see. Let's see what she said.
Earlier than we expected him to. Just to give you a sense, if you take sort of the midpoint of the schedule for EBITDA goals, that would be a 49% compound annual rate of increase in EBITDA. I don't think there are very many companies that have accomplished that. And I'll just conclude by saying this was the first voiding of Elon's pay package. This is what I put on X. I believe the Delaware court decision forcing Tesla to void the March 2018 vote on Elon's performance-based pay package is un-American, an assault on investor rights, and an insult to the board of directors of one of the most stunningly successful companies in the world. And I would add, this is a win-win for all of us if Elon succeeds this time around the way.
You think it's a win-win for all of us? If you're watching this, do you think it's a win-win for all of us? When you see, comment on this and tell me if you think Tesla going up, Elon hitting $1 trillion is a win-win for all of us, his pay package. Let's talk about his pay package after this.
That he did the last time around. And I do hope that the appeals court does do the right thing, actually, and reward
So here's a problem.
Elon.
I have a problem with this. I'll come to you and I'll give you the problem. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, no, so I mean, I agree with her that that's the right thing to do. But why are we even talking about this before getting him paid out for the other one?
Exactly.
Like that's like the court way overstepping.
Yes.
And you know how many businesses registered in Delaware? 73% of LLCs register in Delaware. So, and the reason that took place in Delaware is because like a small amount of shareholders made a fuss about it, saying that he shouldn't get that much, and they didn't know the terms of the agreement. So that a judge took it on and ruled that. So like one judge could throw off this whole thing. That's not how many people want to do business in Delaware.
Yes, but think about it. If you're Elon Musk, you're like, hey, we're going to give you $1 trillion pay package. Guys, I don't have my previous 2018 one yet.
Yeah.
So why would I get more? It's like telling somebody, by the way, if you sell this house, we're going to give you an 8% commission. But you haven't paid me on the commission on the last house I sold.
You hear what he said. That's exactly how it is with realtors. How many times do people say, yeah, man, when we do this, then we're going to do that? And then I'm like, hey, hold on. What the heck? What the heck, man? But this pay package, come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
Yeah. Where is my enthusiasm for this? Tom, where are you at with this one?
I'll tell you where I'm at with this one. Let's think of this. Let's think of season ticket holders.
Damn.
Season ticket holders want to go enjoy a baseball team. And then the baseball team says, we're going to give Aaron Judge or Shohei Ohtani two of the top three largest contracts ever. So now the season ticket holders say, wait a minute, but the price of hot dogs will go up. And how is that guy worth it? Well, Aaron Judge has got 4 MVPs. He's captain. He won a batting title. Shohei Ohtani has done what Shohei Ohtani has done. And apparently the Dodgers made back his contract on merchandise the first year, $700 million worth of that. So, but all of a sudden, the issue is the proxy advisory board, Pat. The proxy advisory firms are out there saying, we recommend this, we recommend that. And in a certain way, it adds efficiency. But Cathie Wood and others.
Proxy boards, okay, so they make the recommendations for the stock benefits for the CEO and what it would be to drive up the stock, of course, coming from the shareholders. But I'm going to jump in and say this real quick. What is in this pay package, right? $4 trillion. We're not talking about actual cash. We're talking about, of course, stock, awards, no traditional salary. Elon is not the one that does give me $1 trillion in cash. He wants to reinvest it. He wants it back in Tesla. Okay. So $1 trillion. It's structured in 12 trench installments tied to performance goals over roughly 7.5 to 10-year horizon. So we're talking about the next 10 years, right? Tesla market value rising from current levels to about 8.5 trillion by 2035. 8.5 trillion. So wherever Tesla's sitting right now, they want it to be 8.5 trillion to be recognized as being anything. So they making it hard. This is bigger. This is bigger than what it was before. 8.5 trillion. Deploying 1 million robo-taxis. These are self-driving taxis in operation. So within 10 years, Tesla is supposed to have 1 million. In order for him to get this trillion, 1 million robo-taxis. Do you think that's possible? I don't know. By 2025, 2035? Now, keep in mind, there's a company in Texas that they've already demoed and it's done it successfully in multiple runs, a self-driving truck. They're about to do a run in the next 30 to 60 days. Man, what is the name of this company? I did a video on it. In the next 30 to 60 days of a self-driving truck moving packages, hoeing a load, dragging a load from Austin, I think, to Texas. I mean, Austin to Houston or Dallas, but in Texas. It's coming. So if that's happening now, on the heels of this, what do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years? So could he do 1 million self-driving taxis? That will cripple Uber and Lyft drastically. If it comes. Now, when I say Uber and Lyft, I'm talking about Uber and Lyft drivers drastically, not Uber itself. It would actually increase the profits on Uber because now the liability is dropped. If these things are truly autonomous, like they're saying, the liability drops, right? And even in not in autonomous driving vehicles, I still believe until the insurance industry catches up, it's still going to hit them really hard until they actually catch up. So generating 10 million full self-driving subscriptions on Tesla. So he's got to get 10 million self-driving subscriptions. So that means you got to actually sell cars that people want to subscribe to the self-driving autonomous subscription. You got to increase the car sales, in order to meet the subscriptions that are needed, and then also branch off and create partnerships with, I think it's going to have to be Lyft or Uber, and it may even open the doors for other companies to get in, because now you didn't want to deal with people, right? Driving cars, the liability of it. Now you can go do it without the liability of the people factor. You're just maintaining, almost like those scooters that was a big thing in Atlanta. We had the belt line. We got the belt line scooters. They were just riddled up and down the belt line. And it was nothing to bump into those scooters just lying down there. You're going to have to sell a city. Well, you probably don't have to. Well, you probably may want to, because if we're going to do Uber, we're going to do Lyft. Why not do other city-related vehicles, right? Why not have a trash truck that's autonomous for, though those are more public companies. Yeah, those are more private and public companies. That waste management. I mean, waste management is one. I think it's public, right? Publicly traded. Hey, waste management, let me give you 2 or 3 trucks for you to put on the road. See how you like it. Then after we find out you like it, you're going to order 1,000.
And me say, these guys are out biasing the vote. If the board can be sued. Board of directors now can be sued. So if you're on the board or you're a large institutional investor, like Cathie, and you say, hey, we think it's worth it. And she correctly points out, he's 2.4% of the S&P. And if you can find me another CEO that's done the following things. And by the way, people should remember, it's not $1 trillion like in a paycheck. So if Americans see this number and they think, wow, that's a big paycheck, that's a huge paycheck, that's not what it is. This is long-term interest, additional stock, and other things in the company. And so I think that Cathie Wood's doing the right thing here, and she's asking the court. Now you've got these chancery courts that are in there with the proxy firm saying, oh, you can't let it do this. This is unfair. Wait a minute. Season ticket holders don't get to vote.
That's right. But check this out, Rob. If you can pull it back up, what he had to do to get that $1 trillion package, you just had it up a minute ago. Mm-hmm. So the company needs to achieve the valuation of $8.5 trillion, which is 2.5 times higher than the biggest one today. Let's just say NVIDIA is a $4 trillion company, 2.2 times more to get to $8.5 trillion by 2035. That's 8 times the current valuation.
Wow, this is a steep hill to climb.
Would receive new shares that could push his ownership stake significantly to 25%, and other operational milestones are obviously in there, but Tesla's estimate fair market value of the award to be around $87.75 billion today, though the full payout potentially is much higher. Adam, your thoughts?
So let me understand something. In order to reach his incentives, the market cap of Tesla today is almost $1 trillion?
It's $1 trillion. He's got to do 8.5.
Okay. That's an incentive package, if you ask me. I'm just simplifying this. Hey, if you want to know how people make money, you say, listen, I don't need a salary. I don't need you to give me any sort of bonus. Just pay me a percentage of whatever I'm able to generate.
Results and accountability.
What's the number one company with market cap today? Is it NVIDIA? Is it Microsoft?
Yeah,
what
NVIDIA.
is it?
NVIDIA's
$3 trillion bucks? What is it?
4.
Almost 4.
Oh, it's already 4?
Yeah.
I thought we just announced it was 3.
Yo, that was sometimes he just too freaking animated, bro. He's just like too, not just too animated, like he'd be repeating the same thing over sometimes. Adam, listen, we don't need you to rehash what was already said. We need you to get right to the point a lot of times, Sauce.
A month ago, this NVIDIA. So they wanted, if Tesla becomes $8.5 trillion in 10 years, is that the number one company in the world?
If it gets 8, well, it depends on what everybody else is going to be then. But the reality of it is, you got 10 years to get to $8.5 trillion. We're going to give you $1 trillion.
That's insane. Where was Tesla 10 years ago?
Well, they looked just as crazy last time in 2018 when they gave him the incentive. Then it's like, oh, that's never going to happen, but it did happen, and then they're trying to pull the money away from him now.
So, Pat,
Tesla's market cap 10 years ago. Tesla's market cap 10 years ago was $31.5 billion. So it's 30x'd in 10 years.
Wow.
And they're asking him to 8x, and they're going to give him $1 trillion.
Wow. So
and this is the problem. I'm going to tell you the thing. They're asking for, they want it to 8x. This is a snowball. It's been snowballing. So if it 30x'd over the last 10 years, of course he was signed because the momentum is there. So you can, with that level of momentum that Tesla's already on, oh yeah. I think that knowing that, because I didn't look at the 10-year hold, their 10-year performance, their last 10-year performance. I didn't know it 30x. Just sheer momentum will have him blow out that goal. So the world is going to change in the next 10 years, and we may get into an Uber and a Lyft and be like, the wheel just driving by itself. Which autonomous vehicles in Atlanta, we do have a couple of them floating around already by some other companies, but not adopted in no massive way. But
Remember remember when I started saying Elon's going to be a trillionaire in 2 years? I said that 2 years ago.
Yeah.
I made a video about it. This guy's going to be a trillionaire in no time. And then there's going to be multiple of these guys out there. Ellison and others will follow suit as well.
Well, keep in mind, he's got like 25 kids, and college is going up 14% a year.
13. Let's have.
Yeah. He do got a bunch of kids, bro. He got a bunch of kids, bro. You got a bunch of kids.